Good morning, everyone. So today I will be presenting my narrative literature review titled Integrating AI in Malaysian's Legal Educations. This presentation explores on how AI can be incorporated responsibly into Malaysian's law faculties to strengthen students' reasoning skill while protecting academic honesty. The study aligns with the Ministry of Higher Education Digitalization Framework and Malaysia's Qualifications Agency outcome-based education standards. So, my presentation basically is organized into 8 parts, and I will begin with an introduction and a rationale, followed by the purpose and objective of the studies. Then I will explain the method of the literature review, summarize the 5 selected studies, and present the 3 main discussions theme. Next, I will discuss the implications for Malaysians' legal educations and offer policy recommendations before concluding with the key message of the review. Move on to our introductions. So, what is AI? AI, especially tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, and Copilot, is transforming how students learn, write, and research. But in legal education, it is unique because it requires a strong analytical reasoning and strict ethical standards. So, the challenge is how do we integrate AI to improve reasoning without weakening integrity? Malaysia is already moving towards digital transformations. The MOHE digitalization framework encourages universities to adopt new technology, while the MQA emphasizes ethicals and student-centered learning are more important. A good example is UITM 2024 initiative where AI tools were piloted for writing feedback. Many students found it is helpful, but several were unsure whether using AI-generated sentence amounts to plagiarism. This highlights the central problem. AI is powerful, but without clear guidelines, it risks the confusions and misconduct. So, the purpose and the objective. The purpose of this study is to examine how the AI can be responsibly integrated into Malaysia's legal study, especially in legal relations to 2 crucial areas, which is the critical thinking and the academic integrity. Rather than simply describing AI tools, this review seeks to understand how they can be used ethically and effectively. There are 3 main objectives. Firstly, is to analyze empirical research from 2021 until 2025 on how AI affect learning and ethical behavior. Secondly, to identify the teaching practice and institutional factors that shape this effect. And thirdly, to suggest practical, Malaysia-focused strategies for responsible implementations in law faculty. So, I also conduct a narrative literature review which allows for comparisons, interpretations, and synthesis across different empirical studies. My search include databases such as Scopus, Web of Science, MyJournal, Semantic Scholars, and ProgWatch. I use keywords like AI, ChatGPT, critical thinking, and academic integrity as well. I include only empirical or mixed method study published in between 2021 until 2025. The final selections consist of 5 primary research papers and 10 supporting articles, along with Malaysian policy documents. The analysis was structured around 3 layers. Firstly, which is the pedagogy, secondly, critical thinking, and lastly, academic integrity. Move on to our 5 summaries selected studies. These 5 studies form the foundations of my review. Firstly, the first Act 2024 introduced that the AI assessment scale which improves students' performance and reduce plagiarism through transparent AI use guidelines. Secondly, NAS 2025 demonstrated that guided AI activity improve the reasoning and self-reflections. And thirdly, Wang et al. 2025 shows that through meta-analysis, that AI only enhances learning significantly when teachers get it used. And according to Lauber 2025, studies law school and conclude that process-based assessments such as draft and reflective commentaries are essential to maintain authenticity. And finally, GAL 2025 found widespread students' confusions about the technique of AI use. So together with all these studies, that AI impact depends heavily on guidance, structures, and ethical clarity. So now move on to our first theme, which is the AI as a cognitive scaffold. The first major theme is that AI can act as a cognitive scaffold. This means that AI helps students think more deeply by promoting them to questions, analyze, and revise their work. For example, according to now study shows that students who use AI to generate drafts and then critique them develop a stronger reasoning. For example, University Malaya integrated that this in practice by using AI in moot court training, where students analyze AI-generated opposing arguments. When used reflective and critically, AI can enhance instead of replacing human thinking. Move on to our second theme, which is the AI as a risk to academic integrity. The second theme focuses on the risks. AI can be easily be misused where students may copy and paste the AI generated contents, use the fabricated citations, or over rely on AI for reasoning. According to Gao 2021, he's found that 54% of students were unsure whether AI assist writing was considered as plagiarism. Malaysia's current Court of Integrity does not clearly address that AI, creating an inconsistency across institutions. A real example occurred in the Selangor University, where students submit the AI-generated essay without disclosure. But it is not a cheat that they intend to cheat, but because they didn't understand the rules. So this shows that the threat to the integrity often comes from the unclear policy, not the bad intentions. Move on to our third theme, which is the mediation through the pedagogy, assessment, and ethic. The third theme shows that AI impact, no matter good or bad, it depends on humans' mediations. According to one et al. 2002 finds, he found out that guided AI use significantly enhanced in learning. According to Lauber 2005, it highlights that the process-based assessments reduce the misconduct. And according to Gao 2005, it emphasized that the importance of consistent institutional ethics. For example, in New ITM AI Integrity Workshop in 2004 are a good example. By requiring students to declare how AI was used, misconduct dropped noticeably. This theme highlights that the key to AI success lies not to the tool itself, but in how the educator design, assess, and guide the student to use it. So now move on to our implications for Malaysia's legal educations. These are the five major implications for legal educators in Malaysia. Firstly, we need to reframe the AI as a thinking partner instead of a replacement. Secondly, AI technique should be taught explicitly in courses like legal methods and professional practice. Thirdly, assessment should use the AI assessment scale, classifying tasks as AI prohibited, AI limited, or AI collaborative. Fourthly, students must submit AI use declarations to ensure transparency. And finally, lecturers need to train the students through the AirKeep or institutional workshop to confidently guide AI use to the students. So, what is the policy and institutional implications? At the national level, Malaysia needs a national AI integrated framework jointly developed by MOHE, MQA, and the Bar Council. This framework should be defined permissible AI use, standardize disclosure requirements, and align academic and professional ethics. At the institutional level, all the university should establish AI integrity communities and create AI and ethnic resource center, especially at UKM, and UITM. These structures will ensure fairness, consistency, and ethical clarity across all the faculties. So, until the end, what is our future research directions? Future research in Malaysia focus on three areas. Firstly, we need longitudinal studies to understand on how to sustain AI as both affect critical thinking and ethical judgment. Secondly, design-based research can help us to test whether AI integrated modules and refine the teaching practice. And lastly, Malaysia should engage in comparative Asian studies, learning from, for example, Singapore, Indonesia, Australia, or England to strengthen the regional collaborations. In UM, upcoming 2025 AI Legal Research Simulations project is an excellent example of local innovations. So the three-dimensional models of responsible AI integrations. This model represents the conceptual contributions of my review. It has three interconnected dimensions, which is the pedagogical reflections, which ensure AI enhance critical thinking. Secondly, ethical accountability, which ensure transparent and responsible use. And lastly, institutional coherence, which align classroom practice with national and professional policy. When there are three dimensions work together, Malaysia can integrate all the AI in a way that is both innovative and ethically robust. So, and so in the conclusions, AI normally will reshape the legal education, but it never replaces the moral and intellectual level that defines a lawyer. With ethical guidance and pedagogical structures, AI becomes not a threat but a partner. It's sharpening our reasoning, revealing our blind spots, and reminding us that the true measure of legal education is not technological fluency, but the wisdom and the technique with which knowledge is used. So, all of these are the core reference used in my narrative review, including the five primary empirical studies and Malaysian's policy documents. So that's all. Thank you.